Alright, so I just got back from watching Birds of Prey, that Harley Quinn movie, and this is actually one of the first times in a long time that I went to a movie theater and watched a movie. Anyway, so my thoughts on the movie. Um, so going into the movie, I didn't expect much from this movie. It wasn't like I was expecting a masterpiece, or even a really good movie. I was expecting to have fun with it and to leave in a good mood, to leave with knowing that my money was well spent, and that's exactly what happened. Uh, this movie, this movie did enough for me to like it. I'm probably never gonna watch it again, but it was enjoyable. I enjoyed it. I had fun with it, and that's how I try to approach all the movies I go to is with context. Some movies I expect more out of others, but in this case, I didn't expect much. So I enjoyed it, but if I wanted to be picky about it, I certainly could. Anyway, that's what I thought about it. The plot, it was very simple, but I'm not gonna lie, the first third of the movie is very hard to follow because she's always doing spoiler warning. Spoiler warning. She's always doing these little flashbacks and stuff of narration, and it's kind of hard to follow. But other than that, the plot about the diamond and stuff, it's like it's generic, but that's what I expected, so no big deal. The villain, so Obi-Wan Kenobi plays Blackface. I was really looking forward to seeing him play a villain because I haven't, Ewan McGregor. I know him from Star Wars, man. It's always weird watching him play a different role in movies. Anyway, the villain again was generic. It wasn't special. He was basically just a really, really bad guy, and that's it. He's just a bad guy who kind of misogynistic. He's a terrible dude who does terrible things. You're a generic bad guy. He's kind of a gangster, mob, like the mob leader. But yeah, I didn't expect much. His character did enough for me. His character reminded me a little bit of the Joker's because he was crazy. He wasn't just awful, but he was also crazy. Like he would randomly get mad and just do crazy things, and that did it enough for me. That was enough of a villain. But you could tell Ewan McGregor enjoyed playing this character. He was having fun with it. Um, okay, now I have to be careful with the way I say this, but some of the action scenes with Harley Quinn, it took me out of the movie. Now listen, listen. I know I said that I was not expecting much from a movie like this, and it's also a superhero movie, and with those kind of movies, you kind of have to take yourself out of reality and just enjoy the movie. But knowing the character of Harley Quinn, the action scenes that I saw were just didn't make a lot of sense to me. Let me explain. So Harley Quinn for me is basically the Joker, but a woman. Now listen, neither the Joker or Harley Quinn have any kind of special powers. Right? Am I right? Yeah, I'm right. They don't have any special powers to say they're just crazy. They're super crazy, and most of the time when they're fighting other people, they have some kind of prop or gadget to help them. But when it comes to one-on-one combat, neither Harley Quinn or their Joker have any real skill. Now in this movie, there's a lot of scenes where Harley Quinn is fighting either a group of big men or just one or two other men, and she's beating the crap out of them. It doesn't make any sense because Harley Quinn is not supposed to know MMA. Or look, at least that's what I think of Harley Quinn. I don't know. Maybe this Harley Quinn is like new, has a new backstory. I don't know. But it just doesn't make sense for somebody like Harley Quinn skinny 130-pound woman, besting these 200-pound men. Even if the men don't know how to fight, she's not supposed to know how to fight. And this is not, this is not a gripe on just women, because there were other women in that movie, like Huntress, um, the cop, I forgot her name, and Black Canary. Now, they were all kicking men's butt too, but this is the thing. Huntress is a freaking assassin who's trained for years, so she knows how to fight, even if her opponent is physically bigger than her. Huntress knows how to fight. I'm guessing Black Canary knows. Like, I'm kind of holding off on Black Canary because I don't know her backstory, but it seems like she learned how to, like, she knows how to fight. And then there's the cop, but she's a cop. She knows how to fight. She's a cop. So those three women, they know how to fight. They have backstory. But Harley Quinn doesn't. Yet she's beating up these huge dudes. With well, there are some scenes where she has like a bat and stuff, but even with the bat, it's just kind of unbelievable. Like, for example, there's this one scene, and I'm almost done with this. There's this one scene where she's in a jail cell, and there's a bunch of big criminal dudes surrounding her, and she has one bat. And so all of it, and magically, 5 minutes later, she beats up all those dudes with a bat. Now, like I said, I really shouldn't be complaining because it's a superhero movie and you just gotta believe it. But if knowing that Harley Quinn doesn't have any fighting skills, it's just hard to believe that she would get the best of those men. Even if those men don't know how to fight particularly well. 10 200-pound buff dudes against one skinny lady with a bat. Come on, it just doesn't make sense. So those kind of scenes where Harley Quinn is fighting really well kind of takes me out of the movie. It does, because it just doesn't make sense to me. That's like if Joker was to all of a sudden square up with a bunch of gangsters and beat them up. Like this Joker doesn't fight with his hands. Joker doesn't, combat. He doesn't fight with his hands. So that took me out of the movie, but like I said, it's a superhero movie, so I just gotta deal with it. That's pretty much it. I mean, like I said, I didn't expect much. The plot was pretty basic. The action scenes were nice, like how they looked and stuff. They were nice. It was just a basic movie. I mean, it didn't tug on my heartstrings or anything like that. It didn't change my life. Didn't give me a new perspective on movies. It was just a fun little movie. It reminded me of Deadpool a little bit, because if you don't know, this movie's R-rated, and Harley Quinn narrates the movie. She breaks the fourth wall a lot. So there's that. But honestly, yeah, basic movie. But I had fun with it. I enjoyed it. I didn't expect a lot. It met my expectations. Good action. They didn't have the Joker in here, which thank God they didn't, or the Batman, which thank God they didn't. And I'm glad they didn't because I don't know. I just feel like you don't always have to like cross-reference other movies or other superheroes. I think it's okay to just have a standalone superhero movie all by itself. I don't think you always have to like do cameos or anything like that. So I'm glad they did that. It's a good movie, good production. So yeah, I would give it 7 out of 10, 6.5 out of 10. It was a cool little movie. I enjoyed it. It was worth my $5. Probably never gonna watch it again, but I liked it. So yeah, that's my review of what's it called again? Birds of Prey and the Emancipation of Harley Quinn, something like that. It's a long, dumb title. Anyway, that's my review. I'm never gonna watch it again, but you might have fun with it. You might enjoy it. It was really fun. Okay, see you.